So, hello everyone. This is Sean,
And Liam,
and we are.
the Canapa Podcast.
Welcome back.
Yes.
So, here we are,
Mm-hmm.
our 7th episode, Liam.
This is it.
And you were just at a wedding.
I was indeed. Yes.
You were there last night. It's the first time.
The first time I've been to a wedding that wasn't family, like it was friends.
Yeah, it was just friends. And it's the first time I've seen you in a suit.
Yes. I felt very uncomfortable.
You did?
I hate formal wear. It's like super form fitting and you can't move properly
But you
for no
look.
reason.
But you looked so nice.
Yeah. I mean, according to people, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like suits are just big old, like big clown suits. It's like wearing a Halloween costume for no reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So, did you enjoy yourself at the wedding? I guess is my question.
Yeah.
Like,
It was awesome. Like, it was really well put together.
Yeah?
The whole event. Yeah.
so
What-
is this one of those like formal weddings, or was it like an informal, like what I did for when
No, it was
Sophie and
formal. Very formal.
I? Okay. Because when Sophie and I got married, you remember that
Yeah.
was back in 22, after COVID. Because we tried.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to get married when? I think in 2019. And then that got canceled because of COVID. So we moved it to 2020, and we were going to get married at this hotel in Ottawa that I liked going to. And it was a whole big thing. And they were ready for us, and it was really nice, and we were organized. And then in 2020, we had to cancel again because of COVID. And then we went to 2022, and we finally had it in our backyard.
Yeah. I found that was really awesome.
Really?
I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
I like casual stuff a lot more than formal.
I mean, it was very small. Remember, we only had I think it was like 30 people at the wedding or something like that, So
Yeah.
it was a very small wedding. It was, not, only family and just a couple of friends. So, it was like that. But, it was good. I mean, it was nothing like the weddings that everyone is traditionally used to going to, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, for me personally, like the wedding was awesome, but for me personally, I think I much prefer casual stuff. I think formal stuff is kind of like it's people following a tradition that has nothing to do with us anymore. I find suits are kind of
Passe?
yeah. Wear whatever you want to wear, man. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has to be nice, though. You can't wear grungy,
well,
beat up clothes.
as long as you're not taking the spotlight away from the wedding couple, like they wear what they want to wear,
Yeah.
match whatever.
That's how you feel?
I'm nothing against the wedding. Like it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so well put together. I just don't like formal stuff personally.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like where did suits come from and why do we wear them? Because there's no clothing on earth that's like a suit.
Yeah. And what's the,
Like you can't move in them.
Yeah.
I couldn't raise my arms up.
yeah,
Like I was stuck doing this the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
hey.
they're very restrictive.
Yeah.
And you feel like if you move the wrong way, you're going to rip or tear.
And they're so expensive.
Yes.
Like you're paying so much money.
Yeah.
So if you spill anything or you do anything,
Yeah.
that's like a huge amount of money just out the window.
Yeah.
Oops.
And you can spend a lot. I mean, you spent,
A decent
a decent amount, but there are people that buy designer suits. You can spend thousands of dollars on this,
yeah. To me, I don't get it. Like I do not get suits at all.
What did your friends think, though? Did you talk about this at all? Like at the wedding, did you
My
guys
friends loved the
approach-
suits. They
Oh, really?
Yeah, they loved wearing suits and having them.
Oh yeah.
I know for some people, wearing a suit gives them like a sense of confidence. It makes them feel nice. But to me, it's just like a thing that people do that doesn't make sense anymore.
I mean, I think it makes people feel different as well, like
Yeah.
like
Like-
out of the ordinary,
Yeah.
you know?
Like it would be like if I wore a top hat and those old like
And a monocle.
double-tailed blazers
And a
and
monocle.
a monocle. It's like
And a cane. You could look like Mr. Peanut.
like technically this is formal. Like they're wearing like Halloween costumes to formal events.
Yes. Yes. And the women, it's the same thing with the dresses, right? I mean,
Yeah.
some of these dresses are over the top, right? They're super
Yeah.
fancy and they can be very
And
expensive.
same with high heels.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense to me. Why are you putting your foot at like a
A 60-degree angle
yeah
where all your weight now is on your big toe.
yeah
know?
with like a tiny pencil-sized heel that
Yeah.
you're gonna trip if you do anything.
Yep.
It's like people are dressing in purposely uncomfortable stuff for no reason.
Right. And it's uncomfortable. So
'Cause-
how much fun are you actually have? And
Yeah.
and if you notice, I've noticed this at the weddings I've been to, especially for the women, they take off their shoes and dance just in their feet or in their stockings.
And the guys
know?
take off the suit jacket.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what's the point of having a suit if you're just gonna take it off 5 minutes after arriving at the event?
Yeah.
Why,
Well, I
why do
think-
we have this?
I think people eat wearing their suits, but then they take off the jacket to dance because
and
they don't want
eat, and they eat wearing their suits very uncomfortably because
Yes.
they don't want to spill anything. So they're like really
Mhm.
cautiously eating it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me at all.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I just don't like it. It feels like we're just following random tradition from like ancient era in modern day.
So you think that weddings are too traditional in general?
I think formal events are too traditional.
Yeah. I mean, when we just watch out your mic there. When we have formal, like, do you consider a like a Christmas dinner a formal event? Because we do that every year.
No,
Okay.
who cares? Like no one wears. You wear whatever you want.
I know, but that said, people that go to Christmas dinners often dress up. Like, have you noticed that Sophie likes to dress up and other people that come, they like to dress up? I never do.
I think you can dress up however you want.
Yeah.
If you want to be uncomfortable, then do it.
Like, what
It's up to
do
you.
I typically wear at these events?
Whatever.
Exactly.
Anything.
I wear shorts and a t-shirt, you
Yeah.
know. That's what I wear. Like I'm totally
Yeah.
not
I just
formal.
and the other thing is people say that suits look good, but it's like to me it looks like you're wearing like you're wearing a flat thing. It just makes you look flat and not human anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't it? Like you're
I mean, Liam, you're preaching to the choir with me because I hate formal wear myself. I cannot stand it. I never understood the purpose of it.
and it's so like specific.
Yeah.
You can't wear that blazer because
Yeah.
it doesn't match specifically.
Like
with
even
that color.
even going like there are still a lot of traditions in the business world. Like I've always circumnavigated them. So, like I'll wear slacks, but I'll never wear a shirt and tie and a jacket to go see a customer, right? But I do know colleagues that do this. Like they dress up every day. They have a blazer on. They have the same suit that you were wearing. They'll wear something like that every single day to go see customers. And that, for me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I prefer stuff that has like you wear it for a reason. Like it has a function.
Yes.
Normal clothes keep you warm and they're not tight and you can move around and they have pockets. Formal wear, super tight, like form fitting. You can't move at all.
Yeah.
Everyone takes it off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see the point in wearing like clothes that you're not just gonna wear.
Yeah.
And you only wear them like once a year.
Well, fortunately, you're at the age now where a lot of your friends are going to be getting married, right? So getting that suit that you got is a good thing because it'll be useful. At least it's not a one-off deal.
That's it.
And
it's just, and I'm just saying my opinion. Like, formal weddings are cool. Like, I went to one; it was awesome.
You had fun.
Yeah, we had fun for sure.
And it was nice because you got to see, yeah, like what's nice about weddings. I mean, I would say the same thing about funerals, but funerals are typically a bit of a downer, because the person died. But
Yeah,
if it's,
I'll go to a funeral wearing a full white tuxedo.
but if
Hey
it's,
guys, how's it going?
but if it's, if it's a funeral for someone who was like who was old and people knew that he was going to be dying over a period of time, and everyone had time to accept the fact that this person was going, and they'd lived a good life and everything, right? Like all that, right? Not a sudden death of someone who got hit by a car at a young age or something like this where it's a tragedy and so on, but
Yeah.
someone in that situation, or maybe someone like in our last episode who had Alzheimer's disease and they were suffering, and you had a long time to say goodbye to this person, and then finally, they're out of their misery, and then it's a celebration of their life, But funerals is also a great opportunity to just reconnect with people that you haven't seen forever, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I find in this day and age of our fast-paced techno society, where everything is at your fingertips with video games and computers and all this stuff, we don't take the time to see each other as much. Do you find this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you saw your friends?
A long time. Been a while.
What do you think? Like months?
Yeah. But that's mostly because I'm exhausted after work.
No, I know, but I think everybody is. I think a lot of people, they work hard, right? They get home, they've got, responsibilities at home as well,
Yeah.
right? And then so they get all their shit done, and by the end of the day, you're just tired, right? And then your weekends, if you're a 2-income working family, your weekends are spent shopping, doing laundry, cleaning the house, and all that stuff. Like it doesn't leave much time for socialization, right? So these events kind of force you
Yeah. To get together.
Catch
up a bit.
And it was fun. You got to see your friends, right?
Yeah. What I don't like about weddings like this was that we're a bunch of people on a big ass table.
Right. Oh yeah, and it's
So-
loud. And are they playing music?
There's a DJ playing loud music. So it's hard to talk to all your friends.
Do they play loud music even during dinner, or is it kind of background?
Well, during dinner it was just loud because everyone's talking.
Okay, so it's still loud, so you can't really talk.
I could talk to the person,
Like
to the people, like 2 people next to me.
And that's it.
Yeah. I couldn't really talk to anyone else. It was too loud.
Otherwise, you have to kind of swap places
or yell
something.
across the table, and it's
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
yeah.
But
What do you think they could do to fix that, though? What would be a good idea? Like,
I mean,
because it would be nice to be able to.
and
catch
this
up with
is
everybody.
all like opinion. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was. I can't say this enough that it was awesome.
Liam, I totally understand, and no one listening to this won't get that the wedding was nice.
But personally, my ideal wedding would be something completely informal. Like,
So what? Where everyone's kind of where there's just like little tables everywhere where people can just sit and eat, and then there's a buffet or something. They can go and get food when they want or something like that.
Yeah.
Drinks.
we were even joking about this at the wedding, but I'm like, imagine we have a wedding where we just rent out a trampoline park. Everyone has fun, do whatever the hell you want.
And you're
during the
just all
wedding.
socializing.
Yeah,
And you have,
socialize.
but you have to have food there. But there'd be
Yeah.
food for people to go
Pizza.
get. Right.
Order pizza. Order
Yeah.
cheap food that everyone
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Like actually have be there to have fun.
Yeah.
Like dancing is not my thing.
Right.
To pop music, I'm not a
Right.
fan of that.
I mean, but some people do like dancing,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't. Even if you had that at a trampoline place, there'd be nothing stopping you from getting a DJ and having an open space where people can dance as well.
Yeah,
if they
for
want,
sure.
right? Like
100%.
have a few things going on.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea, though. I think,
Like some fun event.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, I've always been much more pro going and doing something together. I mean, that's why I love escape room games, right? Like, we often do this as a family, and it's just such a great way to just do something together. You know what I mean?
And for food, like for the food time, would be like a big table with like buffet style, whatever, all the food is there.
Yeah.
Go grab what you want. There's chairs wherever, you can move them wherever you want and just talk to people.
So people can just interact with each other.
Yeah.
When they want.
Talk to whoever you want, approach whoever you want.
Because the whole assigned seating thing at weddings is a bit of a bummer, eh?
Yeah.
You know, because you're stuck. Like once you're in your seat, like you said, you're basically socializing with two people next to you, and that's about it.
But I was happy with where I was. Like it was all people I knew.
Yeah, of course.
The whole table was everyone I know at the wedding, so it was perfect. But
yeah,
it's nicer if you can just talk to anyone.
Yeah,
and like it's not too loud.
Yeah,
to where you can't hear anything.
Yeah,
just like that. And then the main, like we just have activities and fun stuff.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why at weddings the dancing is such an important part of it, right? Because it's really the only time when people can get up and actually talk to each other.
No.
But the problem with it,
it's so loud.
Exactly. That's the problem.
You can't talk.
Yeah, because by the time the dancing starts, you can't hear each other because it's like being at a bar or something.
A club.
Exactly.
Like club level loudness.
Yeah.
I would want multiple areas, like a dancing area. You can go there if you want to dance.
Yeah.
Music will be blasting, like whatever, because people.
Or
like
maybe
that.
even a room, like a separate room for that.
And then we'll have other stuff going on.
That's cool.
I love like team games. So I would probably have that going on.
Yeah, paintball.
That would be so fun. That would be an awesome wedding.
A paintball wedding.
Yeah, 100%. Paintball,
laser tag.
Yeah, laser tag.
Go karting.
That's the thing, though, is I don't know if, like, I know guys love paintball. I don't know if like girls would like it that much at a wedding.
I don't think.
Maybe.
I don't think. I mean, I'm being very general here.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think girls like that kind of thing much. Like when we used to go play paintball, never did girls want to come. You know.
That's the thing is.
I don't know if that's changed.
You'd
now.
want it to be inclusive.
Yeah.
But I just want it to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, fun stuff going on. I'd have to figure out activities that everyone likes.
Yeah.
But
that's what I liked about our wedding in the backyard, because it was nice. There was
it was completely casual.
Yeah. The only time was the dinner, because we had to have tables, you know, like where people could sit. And it was in our house, so we didn't have that much room, you know. So we kind of organized that.
And when it's formal, I feel like there's a nervousness, there's a stress constantly in the background.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like when it's casual, it feels like you're just happy. Like you just do what you want.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. When it's casual, it's nice, you know? Did you, so was this wedding completely formal? Did they have speech? Like, did they have this set up? This like
it was cool to see.
Yeah.
Like to experience it once. You know?
Yeah.
Like they had it, and it was very unique because it was a bunch of different cultures combined into one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they had like they put like they did the vows, and then they put like a veil on each of them and pinned it together on both of them.
Oh, okay. So they were kind of coming together or something like that.
And then they put a rope on both of them.
Okay.
As like a knot that ties them.
Right.
And then they like had candles that they each lit a candle to combine their flame or something.
Okay, so it was kind of like, you know, let's get together and
it was all these like traditional things that they were doing.
Yeah. Like, I get it.
They were giving each other coins and stuff.
Wow,
so
that's
I think
cool.
It was all unique culture stuff.
Huh.
During the actual celebration, they had like a Russian culture thing where they had socks.
Yeah.
And it was like money socks.
Are
and
you
if you put money in the pink sock, you would be guessing that their first kid would be a girl. Or if you put in the blue sock, it would be a boy.
Oh, so they passed these socks around the audience?
Yeah, and at the same time, there was a money dance, which was you pin money to the groom or the bride, and then you get to dance with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was like a bidding for dancing type thing.
Yeah,
whoever put the most money on them won type thing.
Yeah, I guess. But
Okay.
me and my friends didn't know about any of this. We know like the weddings that go on normally.
Yeah, yeah.
So we all just put all our cash into the donation box at the start.
Oh.
And we had nothing during that.
You had no money left to give.
One of our one of
That's funny.
the money sock guys kept coming to our table. They're like, "Come on, guys, come on, something." And we're like, "We don't have anything.
We have nothing to give. We're sorry."
Yeah.
So
But those parts were cool. It was cool to learn about it.
yeah.
See.
Well, I
Different
mean,
cultures.
and that's why these reception halls do so well, right? Because typically, you know, this was all the whole thing was done at one place, right?
Yeah.
You didn't go to a church before or anything?
No, I found that cool. I don't like moving places all the time.
Was the actual wedding in the same hall as where the reception was? Did they just move chairs around and then, or was it in two separate rooms?
It was in two separate rooms. Like the ceremony was in one room and the reception was in another.
Did you go straight into the reception after, or was there something after they got married?
We had to wait for a while and then we went into the reception.
Okay. But that's the thing with these places. Like these reception halls are in the business of organizing events like this, right? So they make it, I think part of the reason why weddings are the way they are now, like traditional, as you said,
Yeah.
is because of these reception halls. Because people go there for just you take care of it.
Yeah.
No one wants to organize anything. So they go and they sit with whoever is the director of this reception hall who offers them a package, and then
But it's so expensive. It's like really expensive.
oh, for sure. But that's what happens, right? It's like a traditional thing, right? Where they offer this package and then that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's exactly like this. You know, this is how it works,
Yeah.
you know? So
But regardless of if
so
it's
you end up with a traditional wedding because of this.
regardless though, you're still partying, you're still having a good time. If it's formal or not formal, still cool.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I just personally prefer casual stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm looking forward to you know, if and when you get married, Liam, I look forward to
paintball
and ping pong and you know, pool and whatever else we're gonna have fun doing, trampolining.
Hell yeah.
You know. So
imagine there's like an arts and crafts corner.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, you could do that for the kids, right? You could have a kid, a
if
quote
we're at a
unquote kid corner.
trampoline place, I doubt the kids want
Because were there kids there at this wedding?
Yeah, but there was like two.
Oh, okay. Because often at these weddings, you know, at the age you're at, you know, they're having young children, and then they do have like activities.
That's
for
a
kids.
funny part about weddings is little stuff goes wrong, but it's just funny when it does.
Yeah.
Like one of the flower girls had zero clue what she was doing.
So she's just
but she was super young. She had her pot of flowers.
Yeah. She's supposed to be throwing them.
Yeah, and she's just like staring straight up and like
wondering,
having no idea what's going on.
Wondering what's going on. Why is this happening?
Yeah. She like stopped halfway through and she's like, I want to go back.
She had to be coaxed along by her parent or something.
Yeah,
that's funny. Really cute. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
So Liam, that brings us to like it segues us easily into the next topic, which is like having kids, you know, and you know, like after you get a lot of people get married, because
they want to start
they're ready to start a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, things happen and kids come and so on. And what I've found myself in this day and age is there's a lot more, I don't know if it's awareness or coding for kids with issues now, you know? So I feel like there's a lot more knowledge around, you know, attention deficit disorder and these types of, you know, diseases, ADD, ADHD, you know, autism spectrum disorder, you know?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I think they are a thing for sure.
Yeah.
I see it in construction big time.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Like half the people on the site have ADHD.
No way.
and you can tell just by like 5-second interaction with them, immediately you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like you walk up to someone and you say, like, you ask them a question or something.
Yep.
They look at you for like halfway through your question and they instantly lose focus and they're doing something else.
Wow.
My
Like, give me an example.
like even my
Like,
boss,
you don't have to give names or anything,
Yeah.
but just an example.
my boss, I'll have a question for him and I'll go up to him, I'll be like, hey, and he's like, oh, 1 sec. And he's talking to someone and then he completely forgets I'm there and he'll just keep talking, and the person he's talking to is like, I think your plumber has a question for you. He's like, huh? What? And then he keeps talking about what he's talking about with the guy. Like, he'll just forget instantly that he was told that.
So it's literally like they can only think of one thing at a time type thing.
Yeah.
And they get distracted easily to the next topic.
Yeah. Like at one point I was talking to him about like serious stuff, like we're missing a material or something. I'm talking to him and then he'll spot someone down the hallway and we'll be like, oh, hey. And he'll walk away and just start talking to that guy. I'm like,
Wow.
hey.
So you're essentially never getting helped fully.
When I'm alone with him,
It's fine.
it's fine.
Because then he's focused only on you.
But like they also are very forgetful with their stuff. So he never has tools with him. So he'll borrow my tools.
And then he forgets where he puts your tools.
He forgets where he put them, or he'll forget that he has my tool. He'll like put in his back pocket, or he'll leave it somewhere random.
Wow.
So I have to find the tool after, or I tell him like, I think you still have my tool. He's like, no, it's fine. He'll leave, and then I'll call him. I'll be like, I can't work without. He's like, I don't have it. I'm like, check your pocket. He's like, oh,
And there it is in his
yeah.
pocket. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, but it's definitely cool though. Like with ADHD, I know there's something called hyper focusing,
Yeah.
where it's almost like a superpower. You can focus extremely hard, but only on what you're interested in. So if you're super interested in something, you could focus super hard on it for like 12 hours straight.
I know that your older brother has that, and
Yeah.
he can focus. Like
When he's interested.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a thing. I looked it up. It's called hyper focusing
Really?
Yeah.
And they can do it for hours.
on things they're interested in.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for things that they're not interested in?
Instant loss of focus. And it depends on the severity of it. Like it's a spectrum. Like
Yeah.
Some people have it less bad than others,
Right.
but when it's bad, you can tell.
I mean, it's funny. I mean, and there are drugs that help people. There's a whole spectrum now of drugs that are there for people to like,
Yeah.
the oldest one was Ritalin.
Yeah.
But now there's Concerta and there's a bunch
Isn't Ritalin essentially like meth? Isn't that what it is?
I don't think so. No.
It's like an
Because it's not addictive or anything.
No, it's not. It's not addictive, but I heard it's like super close chemical formula to it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's possible.
But it actually does help. Like
Oh no, and like the problem with Ritalin is that it's not it peaks quickly and then the peak of its effectiveness drops quickly. So typically people who take Ritalin have to take like a pill in the morning and a pill in the afternoon to maintain the level of concentration. But what I've been told by people, because I've never had this,
and it keeps you up too, I think.
Yeah, and I've also been told from people who take it, not everybody, but from some people who have had to take it, that they don't like that drug because it changes their it makes them feel like they're not themselves.
Yeah, it gives them like a slightly different personality,
like
I
an
guess.
altered
Perception.
sense of self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm thinking
Like you don't have as much, because ADHD people, like it's not a bad thing. Like
and they're
if you
full
have
of energy too.
Yeah,
right?
if you have ADHD, you're the life of the party
Mm-hmm.
instantly. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're not distracted by any of the things that make people nervous and stuff. Every time I've seen someone with ADHD at a party, they're the life. Like,
Really, eh?
yeah, they're super into it. They raise the mood for everyone. Everyone's happy.
Right.
It's just,
Do you think they come down hard too though?
what do you mean?
Like, are they always up or do they also come down?
Well, everyone comes down, you know.
Right.
But I bet I don't think I have it. I don't have it, but I feel like people with ADHD, maybe when they're alone, they think about things more. I know that depression is pretty big with them,
Right.
because yes, when they're partying, it's great. They're like,
They're on a high.
they're the life of the party. It's awesome. But when they're not partying and they have to focus and work, and it's impossible for them to focus, and they see all their deadlines going past, and all this chores around the house are not getting done,
Right.
and it's piling up, they get depressed, they get anxious, like it starts to add up a lot, and it gets stressful.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's the downside. That's where Ritalin will help.
Yeah.
It'll help you focus.
And maybe smooth out the ups and downs.
Yeah. Because what another thing that I looked up is for ADHD is that your brain has a super huge lack of dopamine. Like,
Really?
your brain is not producing nearly as much dopamine as it should.
Oh.
So when you complete a task, you're not rewarded.
Okay.
So you clean your room, or you like do a chore, you wash the dishes.
Yeah.
You don't care. It's like the job is done, but you're not rewarded at all chemically.
Interesting.
So you all you feel is that you're wasting time. You're
Okay.
like, oh.
And that's maybe that's why they don't like doing chores.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And
that explains a lot.
So they're not rewarded at all. And because they're so dopamine starved, they're always looking for a source everywhere. That's why they have so much trouble focusing. They're always looking, what is next? What can I do? What's fun? What blah blah blah.
So is this why they're trying to isolate and code these people at an earlier age in school? Because these would be the people that would probably be the most disruptive in a class, because again, doing work in a class is like doing chores.
It's like torture for them.
It would be almost like torture.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they're getting nothing out of it.
Okay, so tell me then, Liam. Okay, this is an interesting topic. What would you do? Because the education system in most first world countries, at least the public education system, is quite structured. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't account for.
I think the whole
outside of the norm.
I think the whole education system is like flawed deeply.
But what do you think would be required in the education system to accommodate a growing number of people that are diagnosed with ADHD and ADD?
I don't think we currently have the resources to do anything.
You don't think so?
I think already teachers aren't getting paid enough.
Okay.
So they're not going to hire more people. We can't have more. What I would say would be that we would need teams of teachers, like per class. One teacher for this type of person, one teacher for this.
Okay.
Type.
So you would say, are you saying that segregation is the
I'm not saying
the appropriate.
I'm not saying to segregate students, like during recess and lunch and all that. They're all together. They're all having fun.
Of course.
But during class, if there's one student that's disrupting everyone, it's harmful for everyone.
Yes.
Certain students learn differently than other students. Some are visual, some are better when they hear, some are better when they write.
Yeah. Or touch things even.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone is
like
different.
Tactile.
Everyone is different. And right now they're teaching everyone the same way.
Right.
So people are not learning as fast or as well as other people. And it's not their fault. They're having trouble with it because they just can't learn that way.
Right. So this would require
a complete change in the structure.
Well, and also specially trained people to deal with people with these kind of needs.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I would think that AI would be the future of education.
Oh, really? Okay, so getting back to AI, you think
we already talked about this.
No, I know, but you think AI would solve the problem
well, just because you could have one teacher per student. It would be like you can have unlimited teachers, and it saves resources because you're not paying them.
You're not paying the AI engine.
Yeah, it's expensive because you have to run the AI, which costs a lot of GPU and RAM, which is expensive. and it's a lot of electricity to run it, but like it would be better for every student because they'll be learning in the most ideal manner possible.
Right. So what you're saying is that because when I was growing up, Liam,
Yeah.
there was no such thing. No one knew about ADD and ADHD.
Yeah.
Right? No one was, I mean, you had to have a pretty severe mental disorder to be coded. And if you were coded, you were just segregated. Like we had, like in elementary school, there was a room for the people that had like mental incapacities, and that's where they went, and they were segregated from the rest of the flock, if you will.
Yeah, we still have that.
And it was the same thing in high school.
We had that as well in high school.
So now, because like the people that were in that room were severe cases, but now within the norm, the flock, there are still cases
on
right?
the spectrum.
On the spectrum, and those people.
And you probably had those cases in your day as well.
Yeah,
like you probably had students in the normal classes that were having like
that were having difficulty,
horrible grades,
yeah,
all the time, and they don't know why, and they can't focus.
100%.
Work.
You know,
that's just.
And I would even try to help them. I tutored a kid like this, actually.
And it just sucks for them because there's like the system doesn't care about them.
No. And when I tutored this kid, I was just, it just amazed me that this kid just couldn't get it. Like I just was like flabbergasted, right? And he would come to my house each day. I would try to help him with his math, and he just would not
understand.
It was like I felt like he was faking it. I almost felt like he refused to understand, you know? But looking back, I realized
it was just he learns a certain way. That's
and he just
like,
couldn't focus, right? It was just that. It was just like, I can't, like, this is not
interesting at all to him.
Yeah, I can't do this, you know?
And like, if it's like, they would probably learn better if it got turned into a game.
Exactly. A game or like, a tactile way to learn math or something. I don't know, you know?
100%.
But this is, I think you're right. I think maybe software will be the ultimate solution to this.
And it's not the teacher's fault. Like they have classes of like 24 to 30 students who are all different. Yeah. They can't change themselves for every single student. No. They're one teacher for 30 people.
No,
it's not possible. And they're overworked. They're not paid as well as they probably should be.
Yeah,
because they're literally teaching the future of humanity. Every day. But
no, it is unfortunate, and it. But what's even more unfortunate is that right now, at least, it's in the public system. Is it singles out people who are not going to be given the same chances as everybody else. Those people are going to fall through the cracks, and they're going to end up not getting good jobs and having problems in their lives when it didn't need to happen. You know what I mean? When they could have been really good.
But I've had an interesting thought about that, is that, like, do you think that things like ADHD had a benefit in the past? Like, do you think that was a genetic thing that emerged through natural selection that allowed people to like be better in the past?
For sure.
In warfare, for example.
Well, not just warfare, but also imagine basic survival. Like imagine the settlers that came here from France,
where everything is, you're focused on everything at once. You're looking everywhere.
Yeah, like you have to like when they got here, Liam, they had to immediately build shelter.
Yeah.
Get food.
But I feel like in war, which is like a huge part of it, people have always been at war. I feel like people with ADHD would like
survive better,
would survive really well, because like man,
they're always looking at 10 things at once.
They're mid combat and they'll see an arrow coming and they'll be like, oh shit, run out of the way.
Yeah,
like they'll see everything. I feel
you could be be right. You know,
I feel like it might have been a genetic.
You know what, Liam? That makes sense. And over the history of mankind, having
so much war
having
happening.
a higher propensity to being ADD or ADHD was probably a survival instinct.
It was like artificial natural selection because all the people who can't multitask
Were
and
killed.
look everywhere were killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people who are looking,
But
have
I'm
focus
talking
everywhere.
But Liam, I'm talking even before war. I mean, I'm talking just about basic survival, like living on a farm, like settling land. You know, like
farm is not really.
No,
it's kind of boring.
Not really. Not if you have to survive.
Well,
you know,
I'm gonna till soil aggressively.
Well, I don't know. No, but there's lots of things to distract
I'm
you.
thinking like hunter gatherers.
Yeah, but even then, right?
Well, yeah, hunter gatherers for sure.
Yeah,
there's things.
But that was before. That was in the early days of man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's what we were.
Yeah.
You know, so you're probably right. Maybe it's just something that now in our advanced society
is like not.
It's not needed anymore.
Not needed as much, but
you know. But there's
no more natural selection for humans.
Or is it needed? You know, I don't know.
I think there's a bit of everything needed these days. But
so you don't think there's any more natural selection?
No, there's definitely no natural selection for humans anymore.
No,
we're like
because of medicine, right? Modern medicine.
Yeah,
there's no.
And ethically and morally,
like
is that good or bad?
Like we will no longer evolve.
No.
Unless, well, actually,
because the ulterior to that would be like fucking people choosing who gets to have kids.
So what I was gonna say was, I don't think that will happen, but I do think that humans will now. It will be unnatural selection. We will be able
to genetic coding.
Correct.
While they're in
we will literally be able to reprogram the genetic code in utero to create smarter, better, faster, whatever we need humans, you know? And I think that's coming. And I think that's the next level of human evolution. And I think it's going to be way faster than what we've come to today.
And it would still be moral. It's not like you're killing off people or excluding them from.
I don't know about that. I think there'll be some of that too. I have a feeling that. What
is it called? There's a word for that where you manage who gets to have kids and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Or they'll kill off people.
Yeah.
That was big in ancient times.
Well, that's what
in Sparta.
This was the whole premise for Germany, like in World War II, right?
And in Sparta,
to create Germany back in World War II wanted to create a superior. They actually thought they were the superior race.
Yeah,
you know,
in Sparta, if babies were born with like mutations or anything, they just kick them off a cliff.
Yeah,
boom. It's kind of messed up, man.
Well, so.
But how could they survive if not back then?
So I think in this day and age, we're already effectively doing this, right? Like if you like, there are lots of genetic tests out there for severe, genetically inherited diseases that can cause either mental incapacity or physical deformities or a combination of those things. But if you're tested positive in utero, then the parents are given the option to abort, and I would suspect that many go for the abortion.
But it's very different. Like we're not kicking infants off cliffs.
No, but we're just doing it before in utero, like before birth. But we're still doing it.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's a whole argument. That's a whole moral dilemma of abortion.
I agree.
I'm for it.
I am pro-choice. That's all. I think that being a parent is challenging to begin with. I've been a parent. I've been a parent to three kids, and it is a major challenge. It's a challenge raising 3 healthy kids. For parents that are raising healthy kids and handicapped kids, it's even harder. And you should be able to have that choice. If there is a way to know if this child will be quote unquote normal or not, or severely disabled or not, you should be able to have that choice. That's my opinion. And you should be able to choose to have that baby or not have that baby. I'm 100% because it's just hard enough to be a good parent today.
And if you don't have the like financial stability to take care of your
exactly
kids, if you were a victim of like sexual
Yeah.
assault,
and
and
I mean
having
you can always give the baby up for adoption and so on, but you know, even for adoption, I would suspect it's a lot harder to find a good home for a kid that has a severe handicap than for a child that is essentially normal, right?
And a kid that has a severe handicap, their quality of life is not going to be the same.
Not at all.
They're gonna feel like social outcasts.
Well, not only that, but the parents are essentially committing themselves to an entire lifetime with this child as well, right? This is not going to be the normal parenting lifestyle where you raise a child and the child eventually leaves the house and is independent, right? That kid will be dependent on you for literally the rest of their life. That's a lifetime commitment you're making, right? That means this child's going to be living with you forever, essentially. And then the question also becomes, what happens to that kid when you die? Right?
He's fucked.
Well, not necessarily, but you have to have the wherewithal to be able to continue having care for this person after you're gone, right? And if you don't, what happens? So I think these are the moral, ethical issues that we deal with today. But getting back to evolution, I suspect there will be a much more, let's call it, directed evolution, where we as a human race are going to be much more in control of the evolution of humanity, I think, because of genetics and because of modern science and so on. Natural selection, you're right, is gone for humans. It's gone. It's over.
And for the animals we keep as pets and stuff, it's all
it's all managed by us.
That's all. It's all literally being programmed.
Yeah. Well, especially
through,
in
through breeding and stuff.
Especially and especially in farming. Like in farming. I mean, we're doing it now, even with plants, right? Like we're genetically engineering corn now and wheat and barley. Like we're making plants that will grow in extreme environments now. Like all this stuff is happening, right? Like we are much more in control of our environment than we ever were. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's debatable, but that's where we are. So there's nothing we can really do about that, right?
Yep.
But anyway, I think that at least right now, and for the foreseeable future, you're right. I think that we will need to come up with some pretty some good solutions for how to deal with the spectrum population of humanity, because you're right, they could contribute potentially way more than the average person could,
in different ways.
Absolutely. So, which brings me to a point from a recent class that I had to take not long ago, actually just last week. I was in this class about, it was like an hour class on sexualism, and inclusion, if you will. And the people that were leading this discussion was a transsexual woman, I guess is what you would call that person. So a person who was born male but is now female, and then an asexual man, which I didn't even know that existed. So I mean, transsexualism I knew about, but I didn't know that people would want to be asexual.
Yeah, I don't know much about all that.
Yeah.
I am fine with people doing whatever they want to do.
Okay.
But if you force like if you're forcing it down my throat and you're like forcing me to like use terms that I wouldn't normally use.
Well, this is what they were doing in this class, Liam. They were trying to educate us on how we need
Like
to communicate with these people,
Like-
where they don't, where this guy that was asexual didn't want to be called Mister or something like this, and I shook my head. I couldn't believe it. I was like, but you look like a guy. You're a guy. If I walk up to you, I don't know your name.
like it's fine if you don't want to be called something, then don't get offended when we call you that before you tell us.
Yeah.
Like tell me that you want to be called something. Okay, I'll try to keep it in mind. Don't get mad at me if I mess up by accident, because I'm so programmed to just I see someone who looks male, I'll refer to them as that. Don't get offended if I accidentally mispronounce it, say the wrong words.
And all these
Just-
all this gender language now. I can't like
Yeah.
They were talking about 2Q, LB, LBG,
Yeah, it's long.
LBGT, and but I just couldn't believe it. And then the cis, like a cis person versus a trans person
Yeah.
versus
I don't mind at all. Like everyone can be whoever they want, do whatever you want. I have no problem with it at all. But if you start getting in my face and talking about your sexuality and I didn't ask, I'm gonna walk away. Like I don't care. No one does that. No people go around saying I like fucking this because of this. Like no one says that. Just talk to me like a normal person.
I mean, we never had this again when I was growing up. You're right. Like this is all like, we're back to tolerance and accepting, like we talked about with people with ADD and ADHD, right? Like understanding that these people exist and that there needs to be tolerance and there needs to be different ways for these people to learn and do things. But for this sexualism thing, I just don't know how to manage this. Like for me, I'm with you on what you said, right? Like, I'm a peaceful person, and in Canada, we are a peaceful nation, right? I would say that in Canada, we're a, probably one of the most tolerant nations for differences in cultures and religions and all these things,
Yeah.
But so, I'm open to dealing with people, but I'm not open to someone, like you said, trying to ram it down my throat.
Yeah. Like yeah, I'm open for as long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't care. Do whatever you want. If you're hurting
or arguing, right? Like why would you?
But that's the thing, even if you are being like if you're getting offended for like people accidentally doing the wrong, if people are on purpose being mean to you, sure, get mad,
Yeah.
do what you want. If someone accidentally says the wrong thing
and you take offense to it,
don't
right?
immediately get
exactly
super angry at them
or take offense,
just correct them and that's it.
Yeah.
Go about your day.
And be patient, right? Because people aren't used to this, right? The general population is not used to this, right? So you have to be patient with people and understand that they're going to make mistakes, even if you tell them, especially with an older person like me. You tell me something once, I'm probably going to forget and I'm going to make the same mistake, but don't get mad about it. It's not on purpose. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the question I asked, which I think is the most topical question on this particular subject, was I asked the transsexual woman about sports. I wanted their opinion. I wanted to know like what they thought about, if you were born male and you clearly have the male bone structure and muscle mass and so on, and you then decide that you are a transvestite or a transsexual, you want to identify as a woman, and you go and compete against other women in a sport, like that swimmer did. There's a recent swimmer, or let's say weightlifting, or even like a combat sport, like, which would be even worse, like mixed martial arts or boxing.
Well, it did happen. That did happen.
Like, that's nuts, right? Like that, like
the person like beat the shit out of every woman.
Yeah, like how could you, like, how can that be accepted? I just can't. For me, that's way.
I don't think it is, though. I don't think they're allowing it.
They did allow it.
They did, but I think they stopped now.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Because it is true that there's physical differences. Even if you're trans and you're taking hormones, you still have like a different muscle mass, different bone structure.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. And then if you and then what happens, right? Like, these sports become, a farce. This guy is kicking ass with all these women.
Yeah, like, you don't even need much data. There was one where it was like runners.
Yeah.
And this transvestite who became a girl from a guy was like, he was like the 10th best for men.
Right.
He switched to a woman and he became the number one, like the first race he went on. And he was beating, like, he was getting first place every single race. Every single time he competed, he was number one in the world.
Like, it makes no sense, right?
In sports, there should be their own league. It just makes more sense that way.
I mean, this is kind of where it went in the discussion when I was in that 1 hour meeting, right? Because I want to raise that issue, because I really want to know the opinion of these people that are trying to promote their sexuality.
Because it's not fair for these, like, female athletes that have been training their entire lives for this.
Yeah.
They spent their entire life getting better and stronger and, like, actively working at this dream they have. And then suddenly some guy who switches to female comes with his, like, superior muscle mass, just starts absolutely annihilating, and now the girl has no chance to to have her dreams come true.
Like, it's when I saw these things happening, I was simply appalled, Liam. I was appalled. I don't think that's tolerance anymore. I think that's just plain and utter stupidity on the part of society. Like, that's,
there should be like a league, for each, like, transvestite male league, transvestite female league, just for fairness.
I frankly think that there should just be my own opinion is it should just be a genetic test. If you have an X and a Y chromosome, you're competing with the men. If you have two X chromosomes, you're competing with the women. Period.
Well, that's the part where I think they should have their own leagues, because they are taking hormones and stuff, so they can't compete against males anymore. Because
but then
the hormones literally take away their muscles.
But then it becomes about who's taking the most hormones. Then it becomes like
drug.
Like these enhancing drugs, right? Then we should have a league for people who just want to take enhancing drugs, right? So men, so there'll be,
but it's not
a clean men's league and a men's league of people with taking performance enhancing drugs, and those men will be lifting 2,000-pound cars.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
And the other men will be lifting normal weights.
Yeah, it's not the same though. Like, they would have their own league. They would have to make their own rules for that league.
I guess they'd have to monitor how much drug they're taking, like, because then that's what it's going to depend on.
Everyone takes the same amount of hormones based on their muscle, their body.
How can you police that? I think my own opinion is that those people, fine, you've chosen whatever path you've gone on, but you have eliminated yourself from the ability to compete in these sports. Period. You're just not
in those leagues. In those leagues,
yeah. And if you want to try and make your own league, go ahead and try, but I can tell you, I'm not going to watch it because again, it's just going to be the winner of any of these sports is going to be the person who's the best at balancing all the drugs they need to take to transition, That's my opinion.
I think.
Am I too harsh?
No, I think in sports it's shouldn't, like, it's really rough for sports. I don't think trans people should be allowed to compete with non-trans people in sports, just
Right.
because of the huge difference that there is.
Right.
Like it, like you can. I'm not trying to be mean, but you've seen it. Like, you see this happen in sports. It has happened where a trans person just dominates, or they can't compete at all because they're
They're the other
transitioning
way.
the other way.
They're going from a woman to a man, and then but I think you almost never see that. I think you see a lot more the opposite, and that becomes like big news, right?
In sports it's rough.
Yeah.
Do you think that on dating apps that trans people should say that they're trans?
100% they should. What do you think? I think they should. I think it would be, for me, for me it would be very disturbing dating someone that I thought for sure was a woman, and I find out at the last minute when you're going to be intimate or something,
and then you see that they have what you have,
either a male part or some weird, I don't know how it's organized down there for surgery, some weird female part that you don't expect, right? Like I don't think that's right. I think that's hiding the truth. I think you should know ahead of time what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think so too. I think it's a huge time commitment, and if it's a complete turnoff and like red flag for you, like if you want to like have a child, if you want to start a family, and you're with this person for like not years but months, and you're expecting to start a life with them and have a family, and then you find out that it's impossible and you can't, that it kind of sucks for you.
I agree. And the technology is getting better and better, right? So it's harder and harder to tell in this day and age. I mean, even the transsexual woman that came to that meeting, she had been transitioning since she was 14, and she was now well into her 20s. So she looked very female.
Yeah.
It would have been, I could imagine it would be tough for someone to tell,
Yeah. And then after a huge investment and time commitment, you find out that you're and you start to like the person a lot, but if your goal in life is to start a family and you can't with this person, like, it really sucks.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. I mean, you can always adopt. There are always other options, but
if you want to continue
your genetic, your family line and all that stuff, then you're right. I mean, there are options there too, though, but definitely you couldn't do it with that person. Like you could use your sperm and a donor egg and then a donor uterus, and then you could potentially, I mean, there are people that do this.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people just want to do it naturally.
Oh no, I agree. Normal. I agree. I mean, this opens the whole door to a whole bunch of questions, Liam. So I think we should save this for another episode. But it's a good discussion. I mean, there's a lot of thoughtful.
The main message is that I think in dating apps they should.
I agree.
Like, put a little flag.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree. 100%. I agree with you on that, especially in this age where dating apps are used more and more by even young people to be able to meet people, So, well, Liam, this was a very topical, we skated around a bunch of sensitive topics today, after the weddings, but I think, I think our views are shared by a lot of people, and if there's some debate there, we can definitely get into more debate as we go with this.
Mm-hmm.
So, episode 7 done.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm Sean.
I'm Liam,
and this is
the Cannabis Podcast.
Have a good week, everybody.